Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Today we'll be reading in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is to be held in honor among all, and the marriage bed is to be undefiled. For fornicators and adulterers, God will judge. In this race of the Christian life, we continually have to make a choice. Do we keep our eyes on Jesus and run toward the finish line, or do we follow our desires that will take us off track? One of the detours that will destroy your relationship with God is sexual immorality. Again, Hebrews 13 verse 4 reads, "The marriage bed is to be undefiled. For fornicators and adulterers God will judge." That word, undefiled, means free from contamination. According to the verse, one way to contaminate the marriage bed is through fornication, that is, sex before marriage. When you come to a marriage relationship with sexual baggage, you are going to have a difficult time in your marriage. You cannot help but engage in comparison or even boredom. Now, I am not saying it is impossible to have a fulfilling marriage if you have already had sex, but frankly, you have to work harder at it. And marriage is hard enough as it is. If you think this is just a Baptist preacher talking, then look at the research. For example, a well-known study in Canada revealed that couples who live together before marriage are more likely to divorce than those who do not live together. God gave us the command, no sex outside of marriage, not to restrict us from happiness, but to enhance our happiness. One way to defile the marriage bed is through adultery, and that means you have to continually renew your commitment to your mate. The truth is, it takes more than sexual passion and romance to keep a marriage together. Those things are important, yes, but they are not enough. It takes commitment to your marriage vows and to your mate. I remember performing the funeral service for a woman who had been married for 58 years. During the last 10 years of her life, she wore a colostomy bag. The final 5 years she was in a nursing home, and her husband took care of her for 5 hours every day. What kept that marriage together? In the end, it was not sexual passion. It was the bedrock commitment they had made to each other. I will never forget what another pastor said at the funeral service. In my life, I've been to many Promise Keepers conferences where I've heard man after man stand up and talk about remaining faithful to his wife. But watching this husband take care of his wife for 10 years is the best Promise Keepers conference I've ever attended. If you are going to say no to immorality, you need to renew your commitment to your marriage and your mate. That's so true. I remember my grandfather, on my dad's side, had Alzheimer's. And I remember how my grandmother would go over there every day and stay with him and feed him lunch. And she did that until the day he died. That is true commitment. And I'm thankful that I was able to see that, because it's important, I believe, for younger people to see commitment in a marriage, because their mother and father, between the mother and father and the grandparents, so that they know what it is to be a true married couple. Marriage is hard. It don't always work out. My own marriage didn't work out, but I believe that anybody can fix their marriage if they work hard enough at it. It takes work. It doesn't come easy. I hope this devotion helps someone out there struggling. And I thank you all for watching. If you would please um, like my channel and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm doing this because I believe it's the Lord giving me a mission to read the Bible and discuss it. If you have any comments about what other things you may want to talk about, please leave me a comment. I'll be glad to review it and hopefully get started on a discussion about whatever it is that may be on your hearts or minds. Thank you for listening this morning. And I pray you all have a wonderful day. May God bless you all is my prayer. Amen.